Welcome to the Mind Palace. I'm your tour guide today, and we'll be exploring the grand architecture of your brain, the control center of everything you think, feel, and do. Please keep your hands and thoughts inside the palace at all times. Wow, it's huge! Where do we start? We'll start in the hindbrain, the oldest wing of the palace. Here, you'll find the medulla oblongata, which keeps you alive by controlling your heartbeat, your breathing, and your blood pressure. Above it sits the pons, acting as a bridge connecting the cerebrum and the cerebellum. It helps regulate sleep and respiration.
So this area basically runs on autopilot?
Exactly. Speaking of coordination, step into the ballroom. Over here, the cerebellum. It's responsible for balance, posture, and fine motor control. When you catch a ball or type a text, thank your cerebellum for that smooth motion.
I've heard of the midbrain. Is that next?
You guessed it. The midbrain handles visual and auditory reflexes. If you hear a loud sound and turn your head, that's the midbrain at work.
And this fancy hallway here?
Welcome to the diencephalon, the palace's control center. The thalamus acts like a receptionist, routing sensory information in the right areas of the cerebrum. The hypothalamus is your internal thermostat. It regulates hunger, thirst, temperature, and the autonomic nervous system. Don't forget about the epithalamus, which includes the pineal gland and releases melatonin to help you fall asleep.
So it's like mission control for your body?
Exactly. Now we reach the largest and most luxurious chamber, the cerebrum. This is a palace of consciousness, divided into two hemispheres with 4 major lobes. The frontal lobe is the CEO, responsible for decision-making, planning, and motor control. Second, the parietal lobe processes touch and spatial awareness. Third, the temporal lobe handles hearing and memory. And fourth, the occipital lobe manages vision.
Wait, what's this pathway running through everything?
Those are white matter tracks. Think of them as highways connecting different parts of the palace. The corpus callosum connects 2 hemispheres so they can communicate.
And what about emotions and memory?
That's a great question. That's the limbic system, deep inside the cerebrum. It includes the amygdala for emotion and the hippocampus for memory formation. Together, they make you never forget this tour.
What's that buzzing sound near the exit?
Ah, that's the cranial nerve corridor. There are 12 cranial nerves exiting the brain, each with a special job, like the optic nerve for vision, the facial nerve for expressions, and the vagus nerve for controlling organs in the chest and in the abdomen.
So every message leaving the brain goes through one of those nerves?
Exactly! The royal messengers of the Mind Palace!
This palace is incredible. Anything else before we leave?
Just remember your reticular formation keeps you awake during class. Your cerebellum keeps you standing, and your frontal lobe helps you plan how to ace your next exam, unlike these two. The Mind Palace is always active, even when you're asleep. Different part, are you kidding me?
The entrance. Entrance or exit?
Exit.
Great.
Amygdala?